That's cool.
problem with that
But
one.
how have you been doing?
Just tired.
Yeah.
Just tired, dude. Man. Today was slow because we were getting inspected, so pretty much everyone is unavailable. Hold on, just a moment. No ginger tea for me. No ginger tea. Anyway, you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are, partner.
All right. So, the question is to start things off. I mean, no intro yet, so hold on. Let me. Oh man, that was trash. Welcome everyone to GRP. I'm your host Ray, aka King of Deers, and today, once again, for his fourth, fifth, sixth,
Fourth or fifth?
yeah, it's definitely a single hand still, but it's still a lot. My most frequent guest, my good old buddy David. David, how's it going? Oh yeah,
It's going
aka
all right, man.
aka Mr. Flash Flood. I forgot about the
Yeah, you got to get it right,
yeah,
man. Come
yeah.
on,
No,
man.
I forgot about the guests having their own stuff as well. Anyway,
Yeah, you're not the only one with a nickname.
just
We're
because
going
it's
to
my
have to have a
show,
match at SummerSlam now. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
right? Anyway, welcome everyone to the 15th episode of GRP. It's supposed to be 16, but my previous guest forgot, so I had to drop the episode. So that's fine. It's okay. Anyway, for tonight's topic, SummerSlam is coming up. I can't really do it next week because I upload these on Sundays. So it'll be the day after SummerSlam if we do this next week. So
Yep.
so we're gonna do it ahead, even though I don't think it's a full card yet, right? I'm assuming
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty,
it's close, but it's not all
it's
the
close.
way.
Yeah.
So far, it's just a lot of title matches.
Yes.
I don't want to say shots because Vinnie Mac might yell at me, as he always does. Anyway, so far we have the United States Championship, the WWE Championship, Raw and SmackDown's women's title, and the saying championship so many times is just so tiring. So I'm just gonna say
Yeah, so basically just all the
all
titles
of them, yeah.
on the line.
And
Yeah.
I think the Mysterios are also gonna have a match with the Usos for the
Yes,
title.
they are.
So that's what, 5? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
One,
6
two.
actually.
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's all the titles are gonna be
Yeah,
on the
pretty
line.
much.
Plus the Edge versus Rollins and
Edge versus Rollins as well.
Ah.
Who's the tag champs for Raw? Oh,
Oh,
and
yeah, almost an AJ.
because I was just thinking the Usos. I was like, who?
Yeah, and it looks like they may do RK Bro versus AJ
I mean-
Styles and almost.
I mean, after the ending of of Raw, we'll see.
Well,
They
I
could
could see where Randy comes back next week and tells him
You got me on
this
my
is
nerves.
what happens to people that get too close to me.
Yeah.
But I could also see where Randy gets attacked by AJ and Omos.
Yeah,
and Riddle
and-
makes the save and all that. So
That's true. Yeah, I can see that too. I mean,
yeah.
AKA Mr. Peacemaker came in and hugged him out. So who knows? Maybe he is the real Peacemaker there.
Did you see the little skit from after the show went off the air with Cena and Riddle?
Yeah. That was the one I was talking about.
Like, really, they couldn't have given us like the extra 5 minutes so we could.
I
see
know
that, shit on TV?
that was weird. Like Cena's been appearing like. I've noticed this too ever since he came back. It's like his matches, whenever he makes appearances, it's like post TV.
Yeah,
so
it's weird. It's
like,
like
I
he
guess
waits
they were
around all night.
Mm-hmm. So it's like he always. It just sounds like they're saving his appearance.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? I don't know. Wait, Cena comes back this week, right?
Yeah, he goes on. He's always on SmackDown during the live show, but with Raw, he's just backstage and then comes out for the crowd.
Yeah.
But that's why they don't show it, I guess, because it's just supposed to be for the crowd. And then apparently there was a Fiend promo that aired for the crowd during Raw.
Oh, really?
So yeah, there's a lot of people that are saying that because they said that they released Bray Wyatt, that they didn't really release the Fiend, and that he's gonna come back somehow.
That's probably what happened with what was it? The pay-per-view after, or was it before Elimination Chamber? It was like, Fastlane. Fastlane with Orton. That's right, where he came back super gruesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about SummerSlam.
Let's do it.
I'm kind of stoked for the main event and the Raw Women's Championship.
It's 2 nights, right? Or is it just one night
No,
this year?
it's just a single night.
Interesting.
Only Saturday, right before the Pacquiao fight. So there's there's
you'll
more.
Be busy.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because it's back-to-back events in the same city. So if you're a fan of both, you're gonna have a hard time like going from the stadium or to MGM or whatever they're doing.
Right.
So it's like plus traffic and such. Man, that's big. That's
yes, it is.
That's gonna take them a while.
It's in Vegas, right?
Yeah, it's Vegas.
Yeah. Well, you can probably walk, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
Walk from one to the other.
Maybe.
Or Uber, or
yeah.
a bike, alternate transportation.
That's true. But anyway.
Okay, so what match do we want to get started with?
Let's get the I'm not really looking forward for this one, so I'm just gonna say the U.S. Championship match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, It's like we need another match to fill in the card. I was like, okay, throw Sheamus and Priest. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, which really makes no sense. I mean, it kind of just was pulled out of thin air, but that's what we do.
I was actually expecting Sheamus and Ricochet because they've had matches all the way since Backlash. So
it's clear that WWE hates Ricochet. So yeah.
I always gotta be stuck in.
They should have let him go instead of Braun Strowman. I mean, shit.
Yeah, they're not doing it, and he's in the main. Like, I feel like he had more success in NXT than he did in the main roster.
Well, yeah, because NXT is more wrestling based, and Ricochet does not belong anywhere near a microphone. So.
Oh yeah.
He sounds like he's reading off his hand.
I remember I was watching one of his. I think it was against Adam Cole, in a steel cage match in NXT. I was like, man, this guy. I mean, I'm not an actor, so I can't say so for much, but it just like you say, it just sounds like he's reading off script, and But I mean,
but I don't know. With the match with Sheamus, I mean, do you think that they're gonna put Priest over, or do you think?
Oh, I mean, Sheamus has been holding that title for a while. Yeah. What, June? I think May. I don't know when.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So and I mean, Priest had good showing since before WrestleMania with Bad Bunny and such. And then was it Backlash with The Miz? I mean, even the stupid lumberjack match.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. That was a while ago.
Yeah. Then I mean, after that, he's been like getting some screen time with Riddle, so not much on the. Well,
he was out for a while, wasn't he? Because wasn't he injured or had COVID or something like that?
I don't know. I didn't.
Because he was off TV for a while.
He was off TV for a while, but I don't know. I never really noticed that he was gone. Yeah. So maybe this one's like I said, I'm not really that interested on it. So I would say if they're pushing Priest, I guess they can go ahead and give him a title. Or but at this moment, I'm digging Sheamus as a heel, like just a brawler in the moment.
And I see, like what they did with the Miz last week with the fake injury. I see that Priest somehow makes it known that Sheamus's face really hasn't been broken, and he's just been wearing the mask. It kind of just is kind of predictable. So
isn't that what happened? Wait, was it Ricochet? It was one of the just like a contenders match, and Sheamus's mask came off. So
that was.
And he was like, my face. I was like, you look fine, buddy. But we'll see.
I did think the spot with Miz was hilarious when he stood up and then booked it right out the arena.
That was dude, I love those two. You know, I love anything the Miz related now. I used to hate the guy. Yeah,
he's great, man.
He's awesome.
Even in a wheelchair.
Oh yes.
And the damn dripsticks. He's the only one that would make that like funny. You know, everybody else would make it corny, but it's actually cool when the Miz is doing it.
Yeah, I like his relationship with Morrison.
Yeah,
they're
eventually
really
that's
good
split.
together.
So,
I'm assuming it's gonna be because of when it was revealed that he's fine this entire time.
Yeah, maybe, or they probably will draw it out until WrestleMania, most likely.
Yeah,
that's a long storyline. You would kind of be screwed.
Yeah,
up
that's true. They've been together
but that's
for a
what
while.
WWE does. So who knows? Maybe next pay-per-view they throw it on there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Actually, it's kind of funny because when they were coming out during the entrance, I was thinking, man, when are they gonna reveal that the Miz is fine this entire time? Then the match ended. I was like, there you go. Never mind. they revealed it right here, right there. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, so maybe this one. You know, I don't know. We'll see.
That's funny though, because Olivia and I were watching that, and I was saying the same thing that you were saying. That he's about to get out of that wheelchair. He's got to.
Yeah.
And then whoop. Oh,
there he is. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I was just like, I was just asking that question earlier. That's perfect. Thanks for reading my mind and answering my biggest question about the Miz. But yeah, dude, I like that. I like that idea that he's gonna expose Sheamus at the same time for just wearing
I can see that.
like a random mask for no reason now.
Which that's kind of played out because they've done that angle so many times, But the Miz made it perfect. I just wonder. It's probably going to fall on its face when Sheamus, is revealed that he did need the mask, I mean, it's a steel mask. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
and
whatever.
he technically used it during a match for a headbutt by accident. So maybe we'll see. So, next episode. My brain is fried from today. Next match will be, I don't know, it could go either way, But I would let's talk about. Let's go with the Raw Women's. How are you? The triple threat with Rhea Ripley, the Queen, and the Hero.
Well,
how much you want to bet Rhea Ripley will be the one who's getting pinned?
Well, duh. I mean. Obviously, they always bring up the NXT talent to pin them. But, there was one little nugget that I noticed this week when they were doing Rhea Ripley's promo before the match. And she was talking about how Nikki has to find her dark side or something like that. Because Rhea Ripley is her nightmare and she has a dark side, but Nikki doesn't have a dark side. I would watch out for this match if Nikki makes a transformation. You know what I mean?
Back to
an alter ego. No, just going to an alter ego type thing, just for that one match where she gets her ass kicked at the beginning of the match, and then all of a sudden just snaps.
Okay,
I could see that
because I heard during her no holds barred match with Flair, she used her old finish. I'd never this is my first time being exposed to anything Nikki Cross, aka Nikki Ash, however you call it.
Should be Nikki ASS.
Facts.
She got a big ass.
Yes. I try not to focus on that every
Get out of here.
I was like, golly, during the Money in the Bank, dude. Oh my god. I tried.
Bliss's gear during.
Everyone. Everyone in that. I was like, perfect. But how are you liking her as the Raw Women's? So right now she's the under. Yeah.
I really don't mind it. When she won Money in the Bank, I know everybody was bitching and complaining about, it should have been Liv Morgan.
I thought it was Liv Morgan, but when she won, I was like, sure, go ahead.
I mean, at least WWE did something different for once,
It's not it surprised everyone, I would say.
Yeah, and granted, it's kind of like a knockoff or a woman's version of the Hurricane, but at the same time, I think hers is just a little bit more believable because she's not
She's not.
Just touching someone and then falling over.
Oh yeah, that's true. Or trying to do double choke slams on bigger guys.
Right.
I fucking love her because of that.
It's more believable, and I think that she plays the underdog well. She's got the peppy voice and attitude. I think it works really well. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see any way that they don't let her come away with the title. I mean, unless they're gonna let Charlotte win again, which is a little much at this point, even though she's like my favorite,
Yeah, she's turning to a I wouldn't say Hulk Hogan, but like similar. Like either him or Cena, where they're always booked to a title match.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Charlotte. I mean, I think she's the best women's wrestler ever.
Yeah.
And like one of the best wrestlers, period, men and women. I mean, with the talent she has, some of the shit she does is just insane. But I think it's time for, if they want to give it to Rhea Ripley, I'm fine with that. But I really would want them to keep it on Nikki. I really think there's a lot more to go through.
I'm fine with either Nikki or Flair.
And honestly, I could see.
Oh, was it? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I was just saying I could see where they go on to a program maybe between Nikki and Alexa Bliss, because they used to be friends. Mm-hmm. So maybe they do something like that. I really don't know.
I'm actually surprised she. I remember reading like a news report about how with the character of Nikki ASH is that they're trying to do like the classic good versus evil kind of thing. So I thought her first match will be against Alexa Bliss,
Yeah, but Alexa Bliss really isn't the pure evil,
she's just like chaotic. Yeah.
Yeah, and
she's just like chaotic. She's not really
being bullied around by freaking Eva Marie and Doudrop. What a waste of time that stuff is.
I mean, yeah. The whole
I like Piper. That's her real name. I like her.
Doudrop, right?
But
yeah.
The Doudrop name and her being Eva Marie's lackey, like she is 10 times more talented than Eva Marie.
Oh yeah, dude. I was watching the match. I was like, man, Doudrop is good.
No, she's really good, and she doesn't hurt people like Nia Jax. You know what I mean? So
especially for a big person like her. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's talented. But
the whole winking Lily, I was like, oh, okay.
That was kind of cool though.
No, I'm surprised they actually did the whole shtick during a live show. Like back in the Thunderdome era, they can totally get away with that because there's no crowd, there's no, awkward cuts. Then I remember they had the Orton's versus Undertaker feud, and there was a scene with the coffin, and they were in it. So I was like, oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of that too.
When you think about it with the doll skit, that's really not that hard to do because where they placed the doll was like facing the hard camera.
Yeah.
So the only people that could see it would be the people behind the camera. Everybody else in the arena was looking at the jumbotron.
And most likely they're also too. Yeah. Exactly.
So it was kind of cool, and it's like
I like how they did it. I just thought it was like, okay, they did it in a live match. Those ballsy motherfuckers.
Yeah, they don't care anymore. Clearly, they've gone off the rails.
I mean, the way they treated NXT, the way they treated Jeff Hardy again.
Hey, at least you got his theme song back.
I know, that's great.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, and what was it called? It's not a clean finish, but
the Dusty finish or whatever.
Yeah, there we go, Dusty.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind that because like if you think about it, it's a fluke. It's not like he clean pinned him, you know. So why all the fans were losing their mind? It was just kind of ridiculous. The only thing I don't like is that Scarlett still isn't with Karrion Kross on main TV.
Not just that, even in NXT, she's not with Kross either. And the day after SummerSlam is NXT TakeOver 36,
37
or 37, yeah,
36,
whichever one.
37.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I guess she's having a grand old time, with her vacation or something.
They better do something with her and Karrion because if they take her away from Karrion Kross, he's gonna lose his edge.
Yeah,
because he's not that great on the mic, and he has
his promos.
That fake deep voice shit where it's not really his voice.
Yeah.
I told you, Jeff. I told you. It's just silly. It's like, dude, shut up and just wrestle. You're a good wrestler.
there was a promo he did last week, I believe. Right before his match against Keith Lee, and during the promo, if you listen very closely, someone walked in and said, "Oops, my bad."
No shit, I didn't see that.
I was like,
whoa.
I was playing a game. I was like, wait, what? Who was that? No one who was in the no one in the announcers team were talking. So I was like, that wasn't Cross's voice. It was like a mature woman's voice. I was like, well, hold up.
Probably a producer, or maybe it was Scarlett or some shit. No, and she was like, oops.
No, it was like a I would say probably like a 40, 50-year-old.
Oh, like a smoker woman's voice.
No, not really a smoker.
Oops, my bad.
I want to say like a grandma's voice, you know?
Oh,
like
okay.
soft, but it's like, oh, my bad. And then.
Oh, so it was Mickey James. You said grandma, and they tried that skit with her, so you know.
Oh yeah.
You remember when?
I think I've seen a clip, but I never saw the.
Oh
full
yeah,
thing.
and I think it was even Alexa Bliss, the one that they were doing that with her, and or somebody. But then they like got her diapers and all that crap, and it was just they really kind of.
Yeah.
They trashed Mickey James on her last run, which is sad.
She was great. I hated her because she was kind of creep against Trish Stratus, but she was great.
Oh, I love the creepy Mickey James.
Yeah,
that was the best one.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, I was just like,
didn't she lick her face or something like that?
She grabbed her pussy and licked her hand. It was intense. It was great. Yeah. I mean, it was straight up ruthless aggression and probably cost Vinnie Mac some money.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got money to blow.
Yeah,
so it's all good.
So pretty much we kind of diverge away from the triple threat match. I say it's either gonna go Charlotte if they wanna keep her, record going, or it could stay on Nikki if they really wanna push Nikki. I don't think they're gonna give it to Rhea. I mean, she just had it. And, And at the moment, it looks like she might start a feud with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Maybe even just
when
Nia.
are they gonna split that stupid tag?
I thought they were gonna split it with Reggie as the final piece.
Dude, and he's pretty damn talented. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
How
he's like doing fucking backflips. Yeah, I know.
He should have been at the
great.
Olympics. Like Jesus. And also, what's the deal with the women's tag titles? I feel like I haven't seen them on TV in a really long time.
That is because Natalya is injured.
Oh, that's right. Tamina and Natalya
was it also? Was it that match? I thought it was with Shotzi, and I don't remember that. I don't even, for some reason.
Shotzi Blackheart and Dakota Kai or something like that. I don't remember.
I thought it was something T, but yeah, it's like I thought it was during
Tegan Knox.
Yeah,
Tegan Knox. There you go.
Tegan Knox. I think it was during that match. I mean, they only have like one women's tag team division anyway.
Yeah, and it never seems like they do anything with it. They should probably just.
I mean, if anything, just give it to the newcomers.
Yeah,
and Shotzi and Knox and just build up the women's division from there.
I feel like too, like I know we're talking about SummerSlam, but overall, I feel like there's too many titles.
For this one, or
no,
in
just
general?
in general in WWE right now, it's just too many titles to keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
Like where's the Intercontinental Champion? Like what is he doing? He's not doing anything in SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You got the United
with
States.
Shinsuke.
You got the 24/7 title. You've got the King of the Ring shit. You've got Raw and SmackDown titles. You've got Raw and SmackDown women's titles. You got Raw and SmackDown tag titles. It's
there's a lot.
I think they need to stop. I mean, obviously they're not going to end the brand split just because they have way too many talent, But I don't know. It just seems kind of watered down, with all the titles, and I don't know. It's hard to keep up with too, especially if you're a casual fan. But But anyways, let's move on to our next. Let's see. I'm gonna pick the next one.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about Edge and Seth Rollins.
Okay, that's a good one. I'd say, as much as I love Edge, Seth
Rollins has got to go over.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's got to lead to a Seth Rollins and Roman type feud, you know?
Yeah, and maybe after, maybe after Finn Balor versus Reigns, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Either that or before, you know.
Unless they did Finn so dirty.
Oh, dude.
The way Cena signed the damn thing with this big blue Sharpie,
and then
like, really
takes up half the page. I was like,
yeah,
dude,
who are you, Donald Trump?
Just sign the line. I was watching it. I did, dude. Honestly, when I saw the headline for it, I was like, Cena got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you already knew.
I didn't know Corbin tried to steal it, but I knew for straight up that Cena signed it instead.
Yeah, and that's one of the rumored matches that they might add is Corbin versus Balor to SummerSlam, but it'd probably be like a pre-show thing or
Most
something
likely
like
it's
that.
gonna be a pre-show because they are not doing anything. Or matches-wise, they're not doing a full-length match with Corbin for now because poor boy is poor broke.
Yeah. I actually feel bad for him.
At this point, he was like, I only need $100,000. I was like, holy fuck, bro.
That's all you need? Let me write you a check.
Jeez, dude. I was like, God damn. Hold on.
But no, with Edge and Seth, you know.
I mean, that's just like, I'm pretty sure it's Edge putting over Seth.
It's got to be. And, I mean, it's a dream match. I mean, it's something that I've wanted to see for a long time. I mean, Edge and Seth are two of my favorites. So.
Yeah, I was just watching one of, like a clip of Big Show putting down Edge while Seth was calling out John. And he was like, I'm going to break his neck. And I was like, okay. I'm pretty sure there's going to, you know, this is their history. Because when they were saying, oh, yeah, we have history together, I was like, they do? When was that?
It was, when Edge was retired and he was supposed to be a guest host for Raw, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And he had his short hair. He didn't look like Edge at all.
Oh, dude, I saw that. I was like, that's not Edge.
Yeah, that's like a teenage girl. You know,
oh, yeah, dude. I was, every now and then, I will, like, back when I first got back to wrestling, I was listening to the Edge and Christian podcast.
Yeah.
Great podcast. Super fun. But, I remember seeing Edge with short hair. I was like, "Oh my god, that's not Edge."
That was when it was super short. It was like the spiky look.
Yeah, like up here and such, and not even like.
And that's not Edge.
Yeah, I was like, "That's not Edge, dude. What the heck? Who's that?" That's Christian.
But I do see that Seth Rollins really is like the modern day Edge. I mean, he's like the ultimate opportunist.
He would do what Edge would do back then.
You know. Yeah, so I mean, he's just a little bit more. He plays the kind of maniacal, insane dude a lot better than Edge did.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. His cackle, like his laugh, that should just be his entrance theme is his laugh. You know,
like Bailey.
The Joker laugh, yeah.
Like Bailey's
it's kind of like Bailey.
Oh my god, I hated Bailey's cackle, dude. I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's the point.
Shut up. So. Your cackle's annoying. Exactly. It was like, ugh.
And now I kind of miss Bailey.
And I'm
tired of seeing Sasha Banks come back. And
I mean, I waited for a rematch, but I didn't expect to wait for this long. You know.
Yeah.
I was expecting
it kind of went real quick.
Yeah, I know. It was like quick. As soon as she comes back, hey! I was like,
yeah. Oh, they didn't want to turn on her.
They want to stay for another week until the reveal. Or now, okay, that's okay. Yeah, and you guys are desperate. You lost your, main contender. You know, I had to use Carmella for a while.
Hey, that's fine with me.
For me, I'm Selena Vega. Oh. Not fan? Well, I don't like her in-ring skills, but she looked great.
No, she's good on the mic. But, I do think she's kind of, what's the right word? She's a sellout. Because, she posted on Twitter about WWE, and then all of a sudden came back.
And she's back. Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, I really don't like her in-ring skills.
I thought, when I was watching the Money in Bank, I was like, if they give this to Selena Vega, it would not at all make sense.
No, and then everybody wanted Liv Morgan, or who else? They basically all just wanted Liv Morgan to win.
I mean, she was like somewhat of an underdog, but she still needs.
But she already has the crowd. She already gets a decent pop when she comes out, so she doesn't really need the Money in the Bank. But she's been gone pretty much since. I mean,
I know really that's true. She's probably trying to figure out where to put her next.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were at. Well, we kind of just jumped from Seth Rollins and Edge to Bianca and Belair.
Yeah, Bianca
and Banks. I just pulled a Michael Cole.
There you go.
I could be an announcer now. But yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Michael Cole kept messing up like on SmackDown. Like last week, he during Selena Vega's like announcement of her fighting Bianca, she was like, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks tonight, and Pat was like, Sasha Banks.
Pat McAfee is gold, man.
Oh, dude, he is good. I love it.
Yeah, he is so good, and he was really good in the ring too.
I didn't even know he was a wrestler until like.
Well, he was, he was a punter for the Colts in the NFL for a long time, and then he had a match against Cole. I think it was like him and a couple other guys against the.
Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era, yeah, and he was actually pretty good. He had some pretty cool spots, but no, I really think they need to get rid of that Jimmy Smith, that UFC douchebag that absolutely knows nothing about wrestling. He's on Raw. They should just make Pat McAfee do both Raw and SmackDown and
the third guy.
Yeah, the one Raw's they just hired recently. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah,
I hate that guy. He is so dumb.
I don't. Yeah, I saw. I was watching Raw. I was like, can we just like keep it to Corey and Braxton?
Byron Saxton.
Which
I really don't like Saxton either. I like Corey.
Yeah, Corey's great. Yeah, Corey carries that team.
They just been having Raw sucked for Raw's like the third best show.
Yeah.
And it's really the only one I ever have time to watch, which sucks. But,
yeah.
You
get the shitty end. Yeah.
At least Randy Orton's on Raw.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we have the RK Bro there, so I'm good with that. That's the only.
Fucking Riddle, man. Riddle is my spirit animal.
Riddle's great.
Oh, he's awesome.
His handshake with Priest was hilarious because no one knew about it until that episode. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, then again, they were from both from NXT at the same time.
And I just love how Riddle is like very open that he is definitely a marijuana user, and Vince doesn't care about marijuana. I mean,
he still gets fined, but he doesn't care.
Yeah,
he got offered by Rob. Hey man, what's this? Oh, joint papers. Here you go.
But yeah, I know it's he's very clearly a pot smoker, and I love the way he even plays his own character. Like he is his character, like it. Some other guys are just playing a character, but he really is Riddle, like he's 100% real. So, he'll get a push eventually. He's going to end up going over on Randy. You know that, because Randy always puts over the younger talent.
Randy's a professional.
Randy Orton is honestly, like, I think probably the most underrated there is. I mean, just because he hasn't held the title as many times as Cena. I mean, he's held it a lot.
Yeah, he's like, almost 16 times. I don't know.
I think it's like 12 or 14.
I want to say 14, yeah.
Yeah, it's an even number. But he's just so good, and he's selfless, and apparently, like, he's a good guy. The only person that he fucked over was Mr. Kennedy.
Unfortunately, got Cena. Yeah. Other than that, it was back when when he had, like, more of an uncontrollable anger issues.
Yes, and that's what I like about him too is that his character really is who he is. I mean, he went AWOL on the Marines and ended up getting court-martialed and spent time in military prison. So he's a legit badass.
Yeah.
And he's just been around for so long, and he's still so smooth. Like it's like he hasn't missed a step, and he's the same age as Cena, pretty much. So
that's so true, and he's like literally working in and out, like.
Yeah.
This past 7 weeks,
I think he carried WWE during him and Drew McIntyre carried WWE during the Performance Center shit, the Thunderdome stuff.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Orton and it wasn't for McIntyre, the Thunderdome stuff wouldn't have worked.
Mm-hmm.
But
anyways,
on to the next one.
I was gonna say, I'll probably put that in afterwards. But yes, next one will be Lashley versus Goldberg. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the first match of the night.
Oh yeah, so Goldberg can get back to his son. You know? Yeah. I'm hoping that there's some kind of return, maybe, because it seems like it's kind of going to be too quick of a match. I mean, even if you're going to go long with Goldberg, for Goldberg's like 10 minutes, you know, and that's just
honestly,
one.
You gave him so much
for a minute.
I was about to say. You gave him such a good credit. I was thinking 5 minutes.
Well, no, it's a 10-minute match, but with only 5 minutes of action. Because like they spear each other, then they're down for a minute. They get up, jackhammer, then he's down for a minute. Get up, Dominator down for a minute. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I've always liked Goldberg, but at this point, he's worse than the Undertaker is as far as like tarnishing his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, nobody is going to believe that, 50-something-year-old Goldberg is going to take down Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
or even anybody else. Like, I wouldn't even believe he could beat Riddle in a fight, to be honest with you. Like, that's just... But he's got those 2 last matches on his contract, so...
What if at the end, Brock comes out?
See, that's what I think, but the last, 3 major pay-per-views, I thought Brock was going to come back. But the fact that it's in
maybe
Vegas,
this is it.
Maybe it is it. Maybe I'll just keep predicting it, and then maybe I'll be right one time.
You only have to be right once.
Right. So maybe that's something that happens, or maybe some other kind of crazy return. Maybe Daniel Bryan comes back, even though he's supposedly with AEW. I don't know.
As Bryan Danielson.
Man. That sucks. But yeah, Bobby Lashley's definitely got to beat Goldberg. I mean, there's...
Oh yeah, easy. Clean.
And maybe Big E cashes in. What if he does that? Even though he said he wanted to go after Roman.
Yeah, I mean he's been off and on with that idea. He's either I can cash it in on Lashley, but the week before that he said I'm gonna see if I can cash it on Reigns. I was like.
But the thing is though with Big E is like you got to think that every face that's cashed in their Money in the Bank for the most part, except for I guess Nikki ASH, they always cash it in on like a scheduled match.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to cash in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 36, you know, and then wait 3 months,
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
We'll see what happens, but definitely Lashley's going to go over on Goldberg, and hopefully Goldberg doesn't get hurt, So, the only way Goldberg wins, or maybe his son gets involved, maybe that's what the big thing is. I don't know.
That's what, dude. I thought that guy was 18 years old. I was like, "There's no." He's like 15, 16.
Is he really?
Yeah, dude. That's what they just said.
Get involved.
Yeah, I was like,
"Damn."
I was exactly
bigger than me, Shit.
Dude. Exactly. I was watching. I was like, I could have sworn this guy was a kid a few years ago. Then they were like, "Yeah, this guy's his 15-year-old son." I was like, "There's no way that guy is 15 years old. That guy is at least." 17
at the least.
Nope, he's 15. I was like, no.
He's already on them PEDs on the steroids.
Like his dad.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I really hope they don't do anything with Goldberg. It'll make me even more upset with WWE.
Oh yeah.
But Lashley's been great, and
I like his promo. Like
I don't think that he needs MVP anymore. But
I thought I didn't want them to break up those two, but I agree, especially after the celebration, after he lost to Woods and Kofi multiple times. He was like, no more bullshit and shit. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they blocked that out, but they didn't. But they didn't block that out, but they had to go to black screen when Charlotte flipped off the crowd, which I thought was like the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, but it really fits the character, I would say.
Yeah, but Bobby Lashley's great. He's gotten a lot better on the mic, which I think it came with age and spending time with MVP. But maybe he's only good on the mic because he doesn't have to talk constantly. Maybe that's what it is.
That's probably why. Give him Pretty much. I was gonna say like give him the Heyman Lesnar formula, where MVP is the Heyman, whereas he is the Lesnar.
But yeah, but some point Lesnar's got to come back. I mean, I don't.
He just wants that money.
Yeah, and I want him to come back with his long hair and his beard.
Oh yeah, like his current look. Dude, he's gonna be super over if he comes back.
Dude, yeah, and be a face. You know,
like
he could be a monster face because like from all accounts, he's actually a pretty nice guy to people. That he knows.
I heard. Oh, like only to Jericho apparently he's.
Well, honestly, it's pretty easy to hate Jericho.
I mean, he's a very loud guy, but then again,
he's still full of himself. He's 50-something years old with a dad bod, and he has it almost looks like he has fake abs, and yet he still thinks he's like the greatest ever. Which I love his music. I think he should stop wrestling and just do music full time.
Oh, dude, Fozzie's great, dude.
Dude, Fozzy is the last true rock band that's still around.
Oh, dude, I've been listening to a little tangent here. But yeah, Fozzie's my favorite. Judas was my very first song, and I love it. It's great. It's a great song. It was like, and it's funny because I was thinking, man, if anyone wants to use this as an intro, it still works.
And then what does Jericho do?
No, don't use that in WWE. Use it in AEW.
Right.
But Drinking with Jesus is another one of my favorites.
My favorite one besides Judas is the remake of SOS, the Mamma Mia song.
That's true.
That song is hard, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was listening to it during work, and my coworker was like, "Is this that ABBA song?" I was like, "What?"
I didn't even know it was an ABBA song because I've never seen Mamma Mia, and I sent it to my dad, and my dad was like, "Holy shit, that's a great remake of the."
Dude, I watched Mamma Mia, and I didn't even remember the song. I was like, "Huh."
That was actually one of the songs that we were debating about dancing to at our wedding. Was SOS? Yes, but we chose a different one. So.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Fozzy is the last true rock
band. It's great. They have like if I like there was one time I was just having a bad day, pop in some Fozzy, and I was just like, that's rock.
That shit's the best.
That's straight up rock. But anyway, Chris Jericho, great singer, great performer, but just stay in AEW sometimes.
Yeah, well.
Maybe to the music as well.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about before Fozzy.
Well, we just finished up talking about Lashley versus Goldberg, so we can move on.
To the main event, I think.
No, we've still got let's save the main event for last. We've got the SmackDown Tag Championship, Usos versus the Mysterios.
They're not gonna give it back to the Mysterios. They're making. I feel like they're making the Bloodline stable to be really, really powerful at the moment.
Right, but if they don't, but what you're saying though is basically saying that you think Roman's going to go over Cena, which we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
But if you see the Usos winning the gold, then that means that Roman has to keep it, because if the Usos keep the gold and Roman doesn't, that's going to create a big problem within the bloodline. So they want the bloodline to last, I'm sure, at least until Mania. You know,
maybe.
But I don't see that. I'm tired of the Mysterios, to be honest with you. Like, I like Rey. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's still got it. But let's do a son versus father match. Like, they've been together for too long now. Dominic can go on his own.
Honestly, I've been telling myself or other people that if Rey Mysterio is gonna have a final match, it should be against Dominic.
100%, yeah, because Eddie Guerrero, unfortunately, is not around, so that would have been perfect. But then again, you know, Kurt Angle should have faced John Cena as his last match, but he got fucking Corbin, you know? So
we might get it back. I don't know. Who knows?
I know. I was reading about that, but he's going to have to get back on them perks. If
that's true. That's true. That's true. But I'm just going to say it, like, Rey versus Dominic is probably a better fitting match than anyone else.
And I
unfortunately,
also can see them doing this one on the pre-show.
Oh yeah,
especially if the Usos are gonna have something to do with the main event match.
Honestly, dude, I was kind of upset they did that with Money in the Bank. Was it? When
was.
yeah, I was just like, I wasn't paying.
And that was a great match too.
I wouldn't even know unless I go online and look it up. I never seen it. I was just so upset that it was apparently a pre-show. I thought it was gonna be like one of the shows, one of the main shows.
I thought it would have been too, but it wasn't. But
next up is another tag match. I would assume we can assume.
Oh yeah, that's on here. The
Raw
AJ
tag
and
team.
Omos.
Yeah, almost there. How are you liking Omos's performance in both mic and in ring?
It's tough because I want to like Omos, but when you know over the last few years you've seen the rise of guys like Braun Strowman, you've seen the rise of Keith Lee. These big guys that move like gazelles. Even Baron Corbin is athletic as all hell.
Oh, yeah.
Omos is athletic, but he's not that level of athletic, and his mic work doesn't make up for it. So, for me...
he had that fake voice
smiling, like, for me, he needs to be a face because he's always got that smile on his face, which is great. But they even talk about it all the time in wrestling school that if you're going to wrestle, you got to get that smile off your face.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be doing it with a smile. And that's like the first thing, like any podcast you listen to, that's the first thing they say that they taught in wrestling school is you got to lose the smile.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one thing with Omos is, and also too, I do think it's criminal and kind of bullshit the way that they're using AJ Styles. But then again, like he's kind of in the twilight of his career. And I think this is what he wants to do so he can have time with his family, like don't miss his son's football games and all that stuff. So I think
prevent the risk of injury.
Yeah, and he's making the same money. You know, but I would like to see, I want to see AJ Styles versus Edge. You know, I want to see AJ Styles versus Rollins again, one-on-one. I want AJ to get one last run because he's one of the greats too. If he would have came to WWE when years ago, we'd be talking about him in the same breath as Orton and Cena.
Dude.
He
was great. Like, I was watching some old TNA clips, and it's always AJ, and he is great. I didn't even recognize it was AJ until they started showing him with a beard, like, later on.
Yeah,
I was like,
and the spiky hair.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see AJ. Then the more I watch, I was like, okay, I can see the head shape, the shape of his head. But yeah. Truly one of a I used to not like him. I was like, what's the whole shtick with AJ? Then the more I watched, I was like, yeah,
he was
AJ.
The only guy that I liked on TNA. I remember I used to watch TNA when it was on Spike.
Yeah. Just
for AJ Styles. That was like the only person. And him and Jay Lethal, I guess is his name.
I don't know. Never seen any.
Well, He does a bunch of really good, like, Macho Man Randy Savage impressions and Hulk Hogan impressions, and he was really good in the ring. But those were the only two guys that I actually genuinely watched TNA for.
The only TNA thing I've ever watched was the, what was it? It was the Orlando Screwjob, a.k.a. Montreal Screwjob 2.0 with Kurt Angle. Oh, yeah, and Sting versus Jeff Hardy.
Oh, the iconic match.
The iconic Jeff Hardy match. Yeah, that was hard to watch, dude. I was like, God damn it.
I don't even know how he was standing. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, he was out of there.
He was gone. They show, oh, man. I was like, dude, this
But anyways, back to the tag
that's
championship.
true. Do you think they're finally gonna give up the title from Omos and Styles?
I don't see that because I don't see... okay, so if they give the titles to Orton and Riddle, where do you go from there? Because you already had Orton RKO him once. I could see where they team up,
one
last time, but the only thing that makes sense is that they lose, and then Orton really turns on Riddle, or even shocker, Riddle gets the upper hand on Orton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And RKO's him because to pay him back.
To pay back, he acts like
That's where I don't see them really taking the titles off of AJ and Omos. And plus, Riddle and RK and Randy are kind of just a makeshift tag team. Mm-hmm. So I don't see them winning this
Riddle
match.
And Orton is like me trying to make have a tag match in my GM mode.
Oh, and SmackDown versus Raw. Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'm playing at the moment. I'm just like, Well, Edge is injured. Who do I put you with? Okay, I'm gonna put JBL and Johnny Nitro, which is the most randomest. I mean, they were successful, dude. I'm pissed off because I've been trying to give it up from them, and then they keep winning. I was like, God damn it, their popularity is increasing. But yeah, like I said, Riddle and Orton are like my choices when it comes to GM mode.
And I could see, later down the road where AJ almost give it up to maybe the Viking Raiders or some other tag team. I don't.
Maybe.
Because tag team wrestling in WWE is just not what it is.
Not anymore, no.
It's just you don't. It used to be you had like 6 actual tag teams on each brand. You had the Hardy Boys, you had
Dudley Boys,
Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, you had
Kane and
Eddie
Taker,
and Ray,
Chavo and Eddie,
Taker, Chavo and Eddie. You had Eminem, Miz and Morrison and Melina.
Yeah.
You had so much.
I like how you said Miz, Melina, and Morrison. It was Mercury, Miz, Melina, Nitro. My bad. Nitro, Melina, and Mercury. Right. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's Mercury.
You remember? Did you see the ladder match where Mercury got his face blown up by the ladder?
Really? No. I need to.
Oh my gosh.
I might have seen it before. Yeah, I might have seen it before, but
his face literally got smashed and it broke his nose and everything, and he was all bloody the whole match. Then he had to wear one of those face shields for like.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah. Yeah,
but yeah, you were right. That was definitely Mercury.
I mean, if Melina goes back to Raw, I mean to WWE, maybe. But
Johnny, I think Mercury is still a backstage guy.
Oh, is he really?
He was an agent for a really long time. For a while, him and Jamie Noble were Seth Rollins' guys. When they were with the Authority.
Oh, I didn't know
that.
Yeah,
they were like his lackeys that always got beat up for him.
What was that guy's name? Duke Gallows, whatever the guy's name.
Oh, Gallows, Anderson.
Oh, see? Oh, wait, no. Was it?
No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, with that, I'm going to take a quick break because I need to. I drank this vodka called, what was it called? It's called horseradish vodka. And believe you me when I say it burns twice. One from the horseradish, second time for the... Dude, I tried to say... I told the guy... It was a Russian restaurant. So I was like, hey, what do you recommend? He was like, oh, dude, you know what? Honestly, I would suggest horseradish vodka. I'm pretty sure he's fucking with me at this point. Yeah. I didn't realize it until much later on. I'm pretty sure he fucked with me. But, I was like, yeah, I'll try it down. I forgot that horseradish was the thing they use for wasabi in sushi places.
Yeah.
And when
horseradish by itself is top notch. Yeah. But horseradish vodka.
Yeah, they gave it to me. I was like, oh shit. This is I'm pretty much drinking liquid wasabi vodka flavored thing. Oh, dude, it was terrible. It was terrible.
No.
It was terrible. I mean, yeah, it took me 3 sips. It was just one shot. 3 sips, one shot. It was every time I take a burns like it burns on my tongue. Then once I swallow it, it burns all the way down.
I'm sure it burned coming out too, probably. So
at this point I don't remember, thank goodness. I don't want to relive it. But anyway,
all right.
Where were we at? We were talking about...
We just finished talking about Mysterio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were doing the tag match with Omos, AJ.
Yeah, so then it looks like all we have left is the main event.
Well, before that, I'm going to scooch a bit and talk about McIntyre versus Mahal.
Okay, that's fine.
What do you think is going to... do you think they're going to have a SummerSlam match? Because Mahal wants a Punjabi prison match.
Let's see. So there's one more Raw before, because SummerSlam's not this Saturday. It's next Saturday, the 21st. Mm-hmm. So you got one more Raw. I'm sure SummerSlam's going to be, like a 4 or 5 hour event probably, because it's one of the bigger pay-per-views.
They got to have to finish. But no, I think it's shorter this year. Because they got to finish by... Earlier. Or that too, yeah. Because
see.
they gotta give fans time to get to the boxing match. Yeah. That's why everyone was so worried about SummerSlam not getting not doing well in terms of ticket price and ticket wise.
That's a terrible. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So no, it's gonna start at 7. So
wow. What time is it? I gotta see the boxing match now. I don't know my keyboard. Cocktail versus Spence. So this one. Yep, T-Mobile Arena, August 21st. It is... Okay, so they open at 4, but the fight... I don't know. The fight's usually like at 9 or 10. You know?
Or maybe WWE's just saying, screw the Pacquiao fight, you know?
No, that's the thing. They want people like... Oh, that's a good question.
But here's the thing, though. Why didn't they just do SummerSlam on Sunday like they normally do?
Exactly. That's what everyone's so confused about. And you know what's happening the day after SummerSlam? NXT.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe they're wanting everybody to. It's a
NXT
weird on Saturday and then done SummerSlam on Sunday. But whatever, I guess I'm not gonna watch the Pacquiao fight, so it's all good for me.
Yeah. Yep. That is really weird setting, you know, like.
Yeah, but back to the McIntyre thing. Like, they have one more Raw to set something up. They've got to. I mean, it's SummerSlam, and Mahal and McIntyre is actually a pretty big deal because of the 3MB, and they both left WWE, came back stronger. Mm-hmm. Which I actually like Jinder Mahal. Like, I hate to say it, but I think he's actually pretty good. I
like his mic skills.
Yeah, I don't think he needs the lackeys that he always has,
Yeah, I didn't understand that one too. They were just like throwaways for McIntyre so they can build up Mahal even more.
But I do like Mahal. I think it's a cool thing. Now, all we need is Heath Slater to show up. That's all we need.
He's the surprise!
Yeah.
He's the surprise for SummerSlam, not Brock Lesnar.
He's the special referee or some shit,
And the 3MB in a single match.
think people would probably pop like crazy if Heath Slater came back.
If I remember correctly, a lot of people kind of liked Slater before
I liked him later on, especially when he got... And then when he had the I Got Kids shit with Brock Lesnar, that was just gold, man. That was so great.
I need to watch that. I don't
and the Brock Lesnar is like, I could give a fuck about your kids.
I think I remember that line, but I don't remember the whole skit.
It was great.
Okay, I need to watch that.
He was criminally underused, but everybody... And also, he was in the original NXT also.
That's right. I was watching some...
And he was part of the Nexus, and he
with Daniel Bryan.
Back then. Yeah. Dude, young-ass guys, man, and Bad News Barrett, and fucking David Otunga's lame ass.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was right back.
Yay.
Yay.
But anyways, like, I could see them doing... Maybe they do a match where... I don't see them doing a Punjabi prison match because that shit was horrible. Like, the camera work was terrible. You can't see inside of it. So what maybe they'll do is like a stipulation match where, it's McIntyre versus Mahal or McIntyre versus Mahal's guys in a handicap match, and whoever wins gets to pick the match type. And I could see maybe like a Hell in a Cell or a steel cage match or something, but not...
I think he just wants a Punjabi because, it's like known for like most Indian related.
But the thing is, the guy was born in Canada. Why does WWE have to be so damn racist? Honestly,
I mean, he was the. I'm not sure if he was told to say that or he wants to say that, but I read that he was the only one who he wanted. I mean,
I could see that. Maybe he would want it, but the camera sucked. Yeah. It's like worse than Hell in a Cell. I mean, you can't see anything.
Yeah, in my opinion, Hell in a Cell worked when it was like far away. That's why when I was watching Hell in a Cell this year, I was like, I'm not feeling it. It doesn't feel like a typical Hell in a Cell match because, like I said, usually you can see the whole cage.
Yeah, and I mean now they got smart with putting camera guys inside, and You know, they could just put cameras on the fucking ring post, you know, or a drone or some shit, you know, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
but,
put them like towards the corners of the cell. So
yeah, but the Hell in a Cell matches just aren't the same since they, you know, they had to go to PG, you know, they're just not the same anymore.
Yeah, in my opinion, whenever someone say Hell in a Cell, I want blood, you know, I want color.
Yeah,
for one,
lots of color.
I maybe not falling through the grates.
No, somebody's gotta fall through the Hell in a Cell, dude. That's like that was the big thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like every year
at least once, not multiple.
Once.
Yeah, not multiple times. If anything, to a table, you know, like
or onto the ring or through the announce table.
Yeah, I could see more on the announcer table. But
there's more give.
Yeah.
It probably feels better to fall on the announce table.
Yeah.
Than the ring.
They probably padded it even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like you said, it's not the same. I don't like the red on it, honestly.
Oh hell no!
I was like, that just feels too cartoony at this point.
Exactly.
You know, giving an actual.
WWE's biggest fans are what? They're kids.
Yeah.
You know, so like us marks need to chill a little bit because we're watching a kids show. You know.
Yeah.
So. But I guess that's where people say if you want an adult wrestling show, watch AEW. But even that show is cringy to me.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I'm not saying bad about them, but I do find some of their characters a bit too cartoony.
Well, and here's the thing too. Okay, so these guys, like, we're going off on a tangent here about AEW. These guys get released from WWE, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go to AEW. They have maybe one match, and then what? They're still sitting behind scenes. Like Shawn Spears, you know, Ty Dillinger. He's not always on TV anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, they're going to have the same problem that WWE has.
I think that's the reason why they're going to have a new show now, like a second show. Because they have, in my opinion, they have so many talent. So much talent.
And to me,
they can't use all of them.
And to me, it's not really even a competition between WWE. I think AEW are the ones that really make it a competition. They think that it has to be a competition, that this is the Monday Night Wars all over again, and that's not what it is.
I'm actually surprised they're putting Rampage, their new show, against SmackDown of all shows. I would have been. I mean, I was about to say, like, hey, if you want like somewhat of a like dipping your toes in the water, I would go for Raw, but no, they're going for the head show.
Yeah, but that may be the beginning of the end. Who knows? But
who knows? Yeah.
The thing is, too, is what people don't realize is Tony Khan. Yeah, his dad is rich, but Vince has endless pockets. Okay, so he's not gonna run out of money. AEW will run out of money before Vince does.
Maybe I'm stupid, but is it me or is it both presidents of both shows are whose last names are Khans?
It is. Isn't that weird?
I was like
the only one that thought it was weird. But I'm like, there's Nick Khan with WWE.
Yeah, and then Tony Khan. I was like,
is there something going on?
Yeah, dude, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, they're both Khans.
Especially with the Strowman release and all the big releases, and then they go to AEW. You know, it is. But apparently, Nick Khan is just supposed to cut budget. Apparently, that's why they keep. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I was reading an article about that. Not about that, but somewhat of a tangent there. But I was reading that Tony Khan is working with Vinnie Mac. Yeah, I was like, with the WWE releases, going to AEW.
Well, and then, you never know.
It's hard to connect the dots with that kind of, I mean, it's not. I want to say it's not hard to connect the dots with that. With the
and then, it's like politics in WWE. There's so many conspiracy theories in wrestling. So
we don't know the behind the scenes.
We don't know. It's just like WCW. A lot of people thought that Vince McMahon and Ted Turner were working together. Everybody really thought that Shane McMahon bought WCW that night. So it's just you never know. I mean, it's just.
I was about to say, when I saw that promo, I was like, I'm pretty sure Vince bought that and gave it to me.
Obviously, that was like the only thing. Because I remember watching that. I was like probably What was that, 99?
Yeah, I wasn't even a fan till like
I was
the
like 5 or
2003.
6. And that was the only thing that I did not believe. Like, everything else I believed was real. But when that happened,
Shane didn't look like
right.
he could afford
Now, Shane has his own money. But back then, he had no money. He didn't do anything except for WWE. So...
Back then, I did not believe that. Like, I was watching the Monday Night Wars documentary, and they finally got to the episode. I was like, that age of like back then Shane, past Shane, no, modern Shane, well, I can see it maybe.
And you even think about it this way: is like, okay, Vince's dad made Vince literally buy the company from him, right? Like, he had to buy the company and work hard to get WWF. So, if that's the case, Vince is going to do the same shit to fucking Shane. He's not going to just give him, here's $20 million, go buy WCW. It's not going to... I already knew that was fake then, but everything else was real. The Boogeyman was real. He actually ate worms,
That's just like fucking disgusting for me. I love him. I love Boogeyman. It's just that whole worm eating thing was just a bit too much for me sometimes.
Yeah. No,
especially
it was too much.
Whenever he spits it out, and
what's funny is the worm thing didn't really bother me. What bothered me is him smashing himself in the face with
that too. I mean,
the clock.
That one was top, then the worms.
Yeah, the worms didn't bother me because I'm like, they're probably not real worms.
And for me, it's like it's the Boogeyman. Mm-hmm. He's gonna eat that, but knowing that supernatural or not, there's not a fucking sane person be like, I'm gonna hit my head with this clock every Friday night, unless you're from ECW. Unless you're from ECW, you're not gonna bash your head. Or Goldberg apparently with the lockers. Oh,
and then when Goldberg damn near caught himself on fire and standing in front of the Sparks, and then that's happened. That's just we can talk all day about all the botches that Goldberg and Jeff Hardy and The Undertaker all had during their entrances and shit. So.
Oh, I saw the one with The Undertaker where he burned his chest.
Oh my god.
I don't remember the match, but I remember they showed a clip. I was like, yep, that's a burnt chest.
He was all red and like sweaty, and he still wrestled the whole match. I remember that because he like threw his jacket off and like he almost broke character during that.
Anyway, back to the good old SummerSlam here.
Yes.
We're on the main event, I guess.
Main event.
Cena versus Reigns. Match, I guess, of the month, I guess, or of the summer.
Match of the year, could be.
Could be, too, yeah. We'll see.
Who you got?
I want Cena to break the 16 time, but at the same time, I don't want them to break Roman's domination on SmackDown.
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
If they were planning on Cena surpassing Flair's record, do you really think they would have released him before SummerSlam? Because I would see if Cena beats Roman, then they have like Flair comes out, raises Cena's arm, you broke my record, I'm passing the torch, type of thing. That's what I would expect from WWE. And also, too, I mean, he's Cena. He's made it big in Hollywood.
He not may win, keep it. Yeah.
But what if, he wins, then Big E comes out and, and beats him. See, but then people would be pissed. They'd be like, oh, you buried Reigns for Cena. And then it's like, no. Did you not see what just happened? If that does happen and Cena beats Roman, gets his record, and then Big E cashes in on Cena, then Cena's made somebody also. And you ain't going to take Roman down. Roman's going to be Roman no matter what now.
Exactly. He's got it. Especially
I think even if they turn Roman back face, he's got it now. Yeah. He's got that confidence. Mm-hmm. He'll be fine.
He's really good at the mic now.
And I almost don't even think he needs a title anymore. But if they're going for the whole family gold thing, there's no way that the Usos lose, and there's no way that Roman loses.
Yeah.
But eventually Cena's got to get that record. Eventually Cena's going to get that record.
It's pretty much what we're saying is it's going to be a toss-up.
It's going to be a toss-up, but I really see Roman winning.
Yeah. like I said, I don't want them to like stop Reigns' domination, but at the same time,
because he's been the champion for what, like
for almost
600 something days.
Yeah, I was about to say pretty much a year.
He's been champion for over a year.
Yeah.
Because I think it was like almost 600 days, like 500 something days.
I think they kept mentioning he's been the champion for 500 days, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I want Cena to break that 16, but I don't want.
And he's got to break it. And the thing is, though, is if you really think about it too, is what other opportunity is there really going to be for Cena to break that record when it's believable? Like, you can see Cena, you can tell he still can go.
Yeah.
But there's no telling what happens to Cena in the next couple of years. Is he actually going to ever have another opportunity to break that record?
That's true. But I like this is like the biggest. Like, if they're ballsy, they should give it to Cena, and with Cena's busy Hollywood schedule, they might have to give it to either like have E cash it in, win it clean, or pretty much just win it all around. Then we'll have Reigns, E, maybe Balor if but then again, that's a weird thing, because Balor now challenged Reigns. So if Cena won,
what about Finn?
Yeah, what about Finn versus Reigns? Is it gonna be Finn versus Cena now?
The only thing that would make sense too, another one that would make sense if you want Cena to win, is if they do like the Rock thing that they did with Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day where Rock would cut promos on his phone and then they would just, do it. Like, basically The Rock wasn't there at all. But he was doing promos every week, almost every couple weeks against Cena over the Titantron. So maybe you could do something like that with, where Cena's the champ and he goes back to Hollywood and just talks shit to Roman every week. But it's hard for me to believe, and plus the fact that I really do like the character that Reigns is.
Mm-hmm. It's
hard.
It's hard to predict which one this is.
Yeah. And it's always hard to predict what WWE does because nowadays nowadays it's like so predictable that it's unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Just watch. Okay, here's gonna be my predictions. If Reigns won, this may be wishful thinking, but if Cena won, if Cena wins, he cashes in and he becomes champion, then we'll have a new story without Cena. That would be perfect.
A
good transition.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
If
another thing that could happen, sorry to interrupt, but there's another thing that could happen is if they're really trying to do the Rock thing, which I don't know if that's really going to happen, is you have Roman go over Cena, and then the Usos come out and they start kicking the shit out of Cena, and then boom, here comes the Rock. You know what I mean? So to save Cena,
maybe they were building. They're bound to build like a bloodline versus bloodline sort of thing soon. I was about to say if they really want him back, Reigns win, but then again they already did this with Cena. Reigns win, and now he's like he does the whole acknowledgement thing, and then Lesnar shows up. Yeah. To be like.
That would be great, but the way I'm looking at it is if Lesnar comes back, he's got to go to Raw for me. I mean, I know Heyman is at SmackDown, but SmackDown's so good already. They've already got enough main event players. Raw needs a kick in the ass, And Lesnar
that's why
that kick in the ass.
Yeah, that's why I don't think Lesnar like that. My prediction is like highly impossible, but like I said, wishful thinking.
Yeah, fantasy. Yeah, no, I mean that'd be great. And I mean, I really do think that the most logical thing that we've talked about would be the Cena, Reigns, and Big E thing, where either Cena goes over Reigns, and then Big E cashes in on Cena and takes the title.
Yeah, gives Cena the 17.
Yeah, that would be the best way to do it. Yeah,
I like the promo thing, like you said, but that's like a really lazy. Like that's pretty much a lazy way to have Cena as champ.
I just really wish they would have let Cena come back as the Doctor.
His final match with Kurt is
That would, you know, he came out as the Doctor of Thugonomics at one WrestleMania, and also,
Against Elias,
yeah, and then also did the thing with Bray Wyatt too, where he went through all his characters.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but that is
the
Cena that I fell in love with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the rapping and
honestly, dude, I was watching old clips. He's good, but Doctor of Thugonomics was better. He was,
and that was all freestyle too. That was not. He did not have that all planned out. That was all freestyle.
I was just thinking about that on my way home. I was like, man, because I work, you know, whenever I use the bathroom, I'm on my phone, or if there's like a lot of downtime, I'm on my phone watching some clips on Facebook, and you know they had like a video earlier where I watched this. It was about Cena's Dr. Thugonomics persona. I was just like, this is good. Him versus the American Badass Undertaker. Damn. I missed this Cena, this version of Cena. I got into the Super Soldier Cena. He did what he was told, like his character.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
Yeah,
you know?
He was great. You know, he was a superhero technically.
Oh, totally.
And
I mean, believable. Jacked guy. You know,
super jacked. I mean, he's been jacked the entire time.
Well, in his first attitude adjustment, which it was called the FU back in the day.
Much better name.
On Rikishi. So
oh yeah, that's true.
From that point forward, you're like, yeah, this dude is got some muscle. Yeah. I mean, if you can pick up Rikishi's fat ass, and then he picked up Big Show, you know, even Taker, Kane,
Big Show and Edge.
Yeah.
Great Khali, so many guys. That's why he became the Super Soldier.
Yeah, but John Cena is gotta. He's him, Stone Cold, and Rock are like 1A, 1B, 1C. You know, they all brought a little bit something different to the table. You know, and they're all amazing. I was never really a fan of Hulk Hogan. I guess maybe because I didn't grow up during that era.
I like Hollywood Hogan, but
I like Hollywood Hogan. Yes, yeah. But his whole Hulkamania.
Oh yeah,
he was so cringy.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Very cringy. Yeah. So, but with the Cena and Reigns match, that's definitely going to be the match of the weekend, and it'll be interesting to see what John looks like in the ring.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot. All of his matches are literally dark matches.
Yeah.
You know, not live, so it's kind of.
Which, you know, I bet you that's because of him, and he's wanting to do that for the fans. You know, and that just shows he does care. Like, he may come off as aloof and kind of an ass sometimes, but he does care.
There was a
about
video.
The company.
It's just him signing 3,000 pictures.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
how do you do that?
I was like, he did this for an hour.
And well, a lot of them do that too.
Yeah,
I mean, they do that a lot.
3,000.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
My arm would fall off.
Oh, so, dude, I would have been pissed by the end of that. And standing, not even sitting down.
That royalty and merch check is worth it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm pretty sure he probably makes a few $1 million a year just from WWE, just selling his merch and not doing anything for WWE. So
I bet
it's worth it.
Like a lot of people would say, I'm pretty sure you would say this too. He is literally WWE.
Yeah, 100%. Everything the WWE embodies.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he did. You know, a lot of people also say this, and I do agree with it. Is he did the Hollywood transition the right way, in my opinion. The Rock was the first the first one to do it, so there wasn't a blueprint. But the way The Rock kind of just left WWE and went to Hollywood full time was kind of hoe shit.
Yeah,
you know?
he's like, bye, peace, later.
And if it wasn't for WWE, all Dwayne The Rock Johnson would be known as would have been a third string NFL player that never made it. You know, so I don't know. I like The Rock. I have a lot of respect for him, but the way he did WWE was kind of shitty, and the way John Cena did it was the right way, and it's the way Roman will end up doing it. You know, you dabble a little bit in Hollywood and do WWE. You know, you don't turn your back on the company that made you. You know, you just don't do that.
Yeah, I kind of find Dave Bautista's exit a bit weird. His final...
Well, yeah, but at the same time, he kind of went to. He's got to work because he went to Hollywood late. You know, like his first real thing was Drax. You know,
like I mean, he had like a movie before, like a 2009. I forgot, Other Side of Town or whatever. But yeah,
Drax was it was big. And he was also in a James Bond movie and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too.
He was a bodyguard. But yeah, I mean, Hotel Artemis. I mean, I thought he was great on that one, even though he was, like I said, with Spectre, he was a bodyguard. Did you
see that zombie movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
He cannot cry.
No, and the way they ended that movie pissed me off. That they wasted too. This is way off.
I know. I mean, we're just like we're done with SummerSlam at this point.
Yeah, but the way that they did that movie pissed me off because they spent so much damn time building up that movie, and then it was over like that, you know. And then his daughter just fucked everybody, you know.
And not only that, they tease so many things like the dried up zombies. If it rains, they come back to life. I want that. I don't want two zombies having a baby. I want to see a dried up zombie come back to life because it rained. Or the robotic zombie that never explained why it's a part robot. It makes zero sense. So unless they talk about it in the future, it makes zero sense at the current context.
I know.
Zombies.
And I really don't think that Batista's that. I mean, he's not that great of an actor. I've seen that Stuber or whatever it was called. You know.
Oh, AKA Game Plan, but with Spy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Stuber is the Uber guy.
The one with the Uber guy.
Yeah. The one about
he can't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the same character and everything. You know, he doesn't have very much spectrum as far as his acting skills go.
I mean, one thing's for sure. If and he said it multiple times too. He said that Cena is great with comedy. Dave cannot do comedy. I don't see him doing comedy. I can see
he's funny as Drax.
He's
the
great as
character
Drax.
is funny because it fits the character, you know.
But I saw him. I can see him more towards like more serious roles.
But he's almost like a character actor, where like he's gonna be stuck in the same mold of character in every movie he's in, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Like right now, I'm pretty sure they're gonna write him off in Guardians 3. And pretty much he'll be just like a regular actor. Like literally Marvel is his like best job in terms of Hollywood. But back to Cena. I like how he dibble dabble. He started off with comedies because he's great.
Well, and he also started off in like making the Marine movies, you know, with WWE Studios.
The first one, yes. The second one was DiBiase. And then the third one was The Miz.
The Miz. And now we're up to like the Marine 15, you know.
Didn't Orton do one Marine movie as well?
He may have been in it, but I don't. Let me see. Let's look that up.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm going through my phone when I have my.
I mean, it would make sense. Because he was a Marine.
I know. I remember watching the Marine, and 12 rounds. I actually like 12 rounds, because
he was supposed to be on in the Marine 3, but he got pulled from Marine 3. Oh, because of what I was telling you earlier about how he went AWOL.
Yeah.
That's why they pulled him from the movie, because of his less than stellar military record.
Wow. From 3, the Marine 3, wow, I said that weird. From the Marine 3 all the way to Marine 6, it has been The Miz.
The Miz.
But for some reason in 5, it has Maurice, Heath Slater, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas,
Banks,
and Naomi.
Naomi, yeah.
No, actually, in 6, it's Becky Lynch and Shawn Michaels. What?
Oh, my God, yeah. Yep.
Wow, Michael Rooker was in the second one. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I only watched, like, the first and second one, and I've
only seen the first one.
It was a good movie, but they've taken it way too.
It was fun. I think whenever I think of like Super Cena, I think I always think of the Marine. You know, because ever since the Marine, that's when he becomes like, you know, all the army like camo stuff and all.
Right. Yeah. There's this one movie that I always think about. Which one was it? The one with Amy Schumer.
Oh,
it's a comedy.
Yeah. I don't know the title, but it was. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That movie was hilarious too, but he's a funny guy.
Oh, he can do.
I haven't seen the new Fast movie yet, so I haven't.
Go watch the Suicide Squad. He is hilarious, and in my opinion, I would say it's his best role.
Really?
He sold it really well. He did it. He performed really well.
He's getting a lot better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now he's the Experian person, you know, with Boost, the Experian Boost commercials.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like he's the voice guy for Honda. Like,
wow.
He's everywhere. He is Captain America for sure, which is the one role he was made to play.
Oh,
he will never play.
Yeah, I know, right? That sucks.
Yeah.
He is in my opinion, like he can keep up with the physique. He doesn't need body pads.
No, and also too, he's got that smart aleck asshole humor that Chris Evans had or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, it was perfect. Mm-hmm. He was sent here by God to play Captain America.
Yeah,
and it's
even his entire run in WWE, like majority of his run in WWE was him. He was Captain America,
the real life Captain America.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know,
in sports entertainment.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy, like how. Have you ever seen The Condemned, the one with Stone Cold?
Yes.
Never seen it.
It's not really that great.
The only WWE movies I've seen are 12 Rounds, The Marine, The Other Side of Town. Yeah, those 3 movies.
Have you seen Fighting with My Family, the one about Paige?
When did I saw that? I saw that somewhere and I was like, "Oh, I want to watch that." I just don't remember where. Yeah, I heard it was.
You gotta watch it.
I heard it's good.
It made us tear up when we watched it in the theater. It's
I like how they did that too, because I was reading like behind the scenes stuff, and apparently it was right after a Raw match, like a live taping of Raw. So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Pretty much use the current crowd and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
No, it's a really good movie.
And they had big names. I think they had Florence Pugh, who was in what's it called, Black Widow. Yeah, there we go. Dwayne Johnson. Wow, Lena Headey, whatever you pronounce her name. Nick Frost. Wow.
And Stephen Merchant was the producer, a guy that helped produce The Office.
Oh, wow. Yeah, AJ Lee, Vega. Wow, they were all dead, too. Huh. I guess that's like a backstage guys. Because I know Dwayne showed up. I think I saw Big Show as well in one of the theaters. Speaking of which...
Selena Vega was the heel actor, or the heel wrestler. She didn't even play Selena Vega.
Oh, yeah. It says here she played it says here she played AJ Lee.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's who she played, and then Vince Vaughn was also in that movie too.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And Nick Frost. Yeah, Nick Frost was in Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that.
Yeah, with Simon Pegg
and Hot Fuzz. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that is a great.
I need to watch it. I've been seeing it. I've been hearing about it. I've been putting it off.
And there's a new series that's coming out. It's on, I want to say Showtime or Stars, called Heels.
Stars, yes, with Stephen Amell from
it looks really good. It's not WWE related.
Oh no,
so
it's just
it
wrestling.
Should be pretty good.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because that happened because of the main guy. He wrestled for WWE for like a couple of months, I guess. And
what's his name again?
Stephen Amell. He fought Cody Rhodes.
I saw a meme about him on Wrestling Images You May Have Forgotten on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that guy. He looks like a creator wrestler."
Yeah,
No, really, he did. He did. Yeah, he looked like a creator wrestler.
I saw the actual match. I was just like, he's wearing just those, and those shoes. Dude, he looks like the character I lazily made during when I played the games.
Now, have you seen the WCW movie? What was it, Ready to Rumble?
I have
with David Arquette.
Is that? Oh, is that like from? Oh, okay. It is. No, I have never seen it. All I know about this movie is that David Arquette. Oh my God, David Arquette. Is that his current look at the moment? Oh my God, he doesn't look the same. Bad. But yeah, all I know is that he became world champion.
Legit became world champion and was pissed about it. Actually, did not see why he was the world champion.
Oh, they were just using yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, it's kind of it's like a low budget kind of shitty movie, but it's like one of those movies that's so bad that you like to watch it.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I've heard as well. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people showed up, and I guess.
Oh yeah, Randy Savage.
Apparently, DDP.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sting.
Yep.
I haven't really seen anything about this movie. I just saw I remember watching a video with Roman Reigns. He was telling people like pretty much doing like a short video on YouTube about talking about wrestling in movies. You know, they showed The Wrestler with
Mickey Rourke,
thank you. They showed that. They showed Nacho Libre. And they just showed all sorts of wrestling stuff on TV and on media. But yeah, pretty much we covered SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Went over a tangent multiple times, but I like it.
That's what we do.
Yeah,
yeah. We just kind of wing it. So
honestly, I thought this episode is gonna be quick because by the 40-minute mark, we were already done with the. We were already towards.
Almost towards the main event. Right?
Yeah. Then we went on a tangent. Then we went to main event. Then we went. Yeah. So it's just like whoop, break here. Then more. So like right now, we're at the typical mark, you know, an hour.
Yeah,
and
hour and a half is like the sweet spot for podcasts.
Cause for sure, I tried
anything over
the first episode with you was definitely 2 hours long.
Oh well, that was because it was we covered a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, time. For sure. Not only WrestleMania, we covered like we pretty much just caught up, with our wrestling knowledge. With especially me, because I skipped out on all PG era stuff, so I never
had to fill you in
exactly like with Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, yada yada yada. I don't know. Now I like AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan is still I like his technicality, but I just don't like the finisher, the running knee kick. Nah,
it's safe.
Yeah,
so
it's super safe. It just doesn't look. Yeah.
And the thing the real thing that I think I respect most about Daniel Bryan is that he created his own wrestling style that's helped other guys come back. Yeah. Like it's helped Edge come back. You never know, it may help Paige come back.
Maybe.
It's helped all these guys with neck problems be able to wrestle again because it's a safer style. And I think that that's something that needs to be talked more about.
Yeah.
And I think WWE kind of doesn't realize how much he's actually worth, not just in the ring, but behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And if he shows up in AEW, it's going to be a big coup for AEW. I mean, especially if they've got CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch,
Yeah,
I don't want
to. If that ever happened, I'm most likely, if they ever do a promo between Punk and Bryan, that's the only thing I might watch.
Well, I'm looking. Aren't they having like a Dynamite episode or something like that in Chicago?
Yeah, that's when they're trying to see if that's where the spoiler is.
So
everyone's expecting Punk to show up there. Yeah. Anyway. What was it? I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Anyway, we're like we said earlier, we're pretty much at the 1.5 mark, which is the too sweet. There you go.
That's right.
I taught my coworkers to do that, so sometimes I'll just go like
yeah, too sweet me, bro.
Yeah, she was like, I don't like wrestling, it's boring. I was like, that's fine, just do this with me.
Yeah, right? Come on.
That's all. That's
Do
all.
not disrespect the Too Sweet.
Yeah, Too Sweet, the Wolfpack, whatever they want to call it. All I remember is that Kevin Nash thought that Too Sweet was pretty weak. But, I mean, they never really announced what it was called anyway.
And it stood the test of time.
Oh, dude,
so.
Straight up. Anyway, thank you for watching / listening to GRP. I'm your host, Ray, a.k.a. the King of Deers. And with me is the Mr. Flash Flood himself. Better watch out for Mr. David here. And and today's topic was definitely SummerSlam with a little bit tangent on AEW stuff, like some trip to the past. Blast from the past is the term I was looking for. And it was pretty fun. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me, as always,
sir.
buddy.
Hopefully audio recorded. I've been checking up this entire time. I was like, audio, better work. This is a good. This is a good one. I don't want to skip another week. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I guess that's it for tonight.
That's it for tonight. We'll see you next time.
See you next time on the GRP. Have a good night.